Ladies and gentlemen, this is Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show.
Cue the music. That's right. This is the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich Show. This is episode 86, the year of Kalyn's birth. Just kidding. Today is February 24th, the day before Andrea Kimmel's 50th birthday. We are recording this in her honor. She will never listen to it. While we're here, why don't you like and subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, send us an email, robertandkalyngetrich.com, with the topics you'd like us to discuss. Here's the list of topics that we received from interested listeners today, or maybe just made up on the spot.
Armadillos.
Jeffrey Epstein experience in Las Vegas.
Tesla and dreams.
Qigong water aerobics.
Figure skating with your brother.
Wayfair investing.
And other stuff.
So strap in. It is going to be a wild ride. And with that, Kalyn, I say we get to the content.
I can't figure out where to put it. I keep pressing all the volume buttons. Damn it just did it again. Okay.
All right, now listen, Kalyn. The spa resort dream. By the way I look, I feel like I should just say things like,
you should be like crypto, bro. Like, that's how I.
Also, give everybody a glimpse of my chest hair.
Oh yeah, trying to bring all the ladies to the yard.
Grr.
Come on, girls. I'm gonna eat my lunch, which is eggs.
Boy, we're nothing if not professional on the Robert and Kalyn Get Rich podcast, boy. Okay, I gotta say, Kalyn, this better be good, because I'm missing sun catcher making to be here, so...
Sun catcher making? What's a sun catcher?
Yeah, I'm not sure,
like
because
an
I know
umbrella?
what a dream catcher is, but a sun catcher, I've got to imagine, involves colorful pieces of glass, or colorful...
Oh, yeah, that makes
something.
sense.
I don't know, because I'm missing it, you see. But...
Yeah.
I just got back from water Qigong. My chi is right, and I used the healing waters to get all the bad emotions out of my liver. So
good. Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, if your chi is like not right, then your chakras are gonna be like, and that's a bad recipe there.
I think chakras I think are later in the week. We've done restorative yoga and the meditation, and the sitting on the back porch drinking coffee. That is absolutely lovely. I won't be able to show you my view from the porch, but it involves palm trees, and behind them a hill covered in saguaro cactus, so it's not too bad.
Very nice. Yeah.
Andrea's birthday is tomorrow.
Well, I have it saved in my phone both as the 20th and as the 25th, so that kind of fucked up. Like, thank God I didn't say anything about the party when I texted her on Friday, and I was like, happy birthday!
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, she was like, this is kind of weird, but she knew we were going to a concert with Frank, so would easily have been explainable that, like, Kalyn got it mixed up, she's such an idiot, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I told her we're going to a concert on
totally believable.
Friday,
totally believable.
No one would ever believe you would mix up dates or time.
No one's questioning anything about that, but... Yeah, I didn't say anything too bad. I was just like, oh, I wish I was there with you and blah, blah, blah. I wasn't like, have fun at your party.
It was one of 2 or 3 things that she was like, this is a little weird, but nothing tipped the scales to have her having any idea what was going to happen. Yeah. Even when the party bus pulled up to the house, she was like, Frank got a party bus for us to go see this thing.
Mom was asking me what she should get for Andrea, and she was like, yeah, you know, I saw these really fun, like, over the hill, like, you're gonna die soon type of things, like, you're ancient, like, and I was like, I don't think that's gonna hit quite right with Andrea, like,
especially not from mother-in-law.
I don't know any woman who's, like, super thrilled about getting older, full stop, so, yeah, I'd stay away from the, like, over the hill stuff.
Well, weirdly, coincidentally, this morning at meditation, our instructor was like, you know what? I love getting older because I love that I can just let things go that I used to worry about.
Totally would. Some like yogi hippie who works at a spa, like 100%. They're like, I just feel more in tune with the earth, you know, or whatever. It's like, yep, well, you're headed there. So, I mean, I don't know.
And she's like, I've got all these wisdom figures that I can look up to, and I look at them, and they're 83, and I'm like, 83 doesn't look too bad either. you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Like,
you
no
can
shit. Yeah,
envision
because you're like,
exactly what this person was
right.
wearing, what their jewelry looked like, what
Totally.
tattoos
Feathers in
they
the
have
hair and
lasted around.
like, yeah. Probably like they're really into feathers, definitely into crystals. I mean, they work at a spa resort. Yeah, of course they're gonna be like,
Teaching
it's
Tai
funny with
Chi,
me.
Qigong, and
Yeah.
meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally the person who's like, I don't give a shit about getting older. Like, I'm headed towards the Buddha. Like, I
It
don't
ain't
know.
Stephen Kimmel, I can tell you that. So I'm a little out of touch with what's going on in life because I've been so focused
In the
on
world.
Andrea's 50th birthday party and this trip. So one of your obligations is to watch the State of the Union address tonight to pick up on which Trump
I
has
gotta watch
warned
it. I have to
will
watch the
be.
State of the Union.
Yeah, I mean, it's as part of journalistic integrity of putting on this podcast, Kalyn. I mean, it's an obligation.
Let's see, which
She
was
won't
the
do it.
last State of the Union I watched? No, I
You're in
won't do
middle
it.
school and you had to do it
Last
for
State
a
of the Union.
paper.
Right. I want to say it was George W. Bush.
Yeah, that sounds
Probably.
about right. That's about like you're like middle school.
Yeah. I don't know. I always find those really boring. I mean, maybe it will be fun because it's Trump and he's crazy. So,
I just want to see Trump rant. You know, he's already warned that it's going to go long. So when Trump himself tells you it's going to be long, you know it's just going to be fun.
You're like, this thing doesn't fucking end.
Because if he planned
That's
it for
funny.
this long, you know that with all the rants and rambles,
Right.
where he reads off the script and he's like, our military, the strongest in the world. And yes, it's so strong, so very strong, such a beautiful military, we the envy of the world, really.
We got beautiful uniforms. We look so sharp. When we're jumping out of planes, we are the sharpest looking military men and women, but mostly men, because the women can't really, handle it as well. But we let them in anyways. But yeah, nevertheless, we look really sharp.
And don't forget the Coast Guard, the lovely Coast Guard. Defending our
saving
coast.
people from sharks.
Saving people from all the sharks and the Venezuelan drug dealers. But this was the one bit of Trump news I picked up on this week that I absolutely freaking loved, which was Trump had discussed mobilizing the Navy's hospital ships to send them to Greenland. Okay.
Why?
So,
what? Do they
well,
not have hospitals?
In the New York Times article, it wrote, it's not clear why Trump thinks that the hospital ship should be sent to Greenland. But this is where,
That's
there's
funny.
like some natural disaster. There's an earthquake in Turkey and 10,000 people die and the rest need, freaking
There was an
peanuts
earthquake
and
in Seattle
water.
this morning.
Oh, was there really? See, I'm so out of touch.
Yeah, it was a big one. It was like a 3-something. What is that? Scoville units? No, that's heat. Richter.
Yeah, Richter scale. Which each level of the Richter scale is 10 times higher than the previous level.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I think I'm off because I think a lot of earthquakes are like in the 5s or something, like a 5.6 on the Richter scale or whatever. I couldn't tell you how much harder a 5.6 is versus a 5.5. Like, is that 1 times?
Yeah.
Or is it like,
yeah,
is it the same where it's like, anyway, it starts to blow my mind.
Have you ever been in an earthquake?
Yeah, 2.
Where?
One was in Costa Rica and one was in Hawaii where there's like
a
volcanic. No, neither one.
Yeah.
They're both just like, one was in the middle of the night and you're just like, I was like, oh,
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you feel that? Yeah.
So we had 2 when we were in Japan. Me, Mom, and Ariel. One of them was.
Was it like a hold the bottles on the shelf type?
That's exactly right. We happened to be in a liquor store when the first one came, and the guy ran up and was like this, and I was like, "Man, you guys should have something better than like,
Right. Given that we've been here for 3 days and been through 2 earthquakes.
Yeah, and we're in a room full of bottles. Like, this is your business, and you live here. You'd think that you would have some sort of mechanism to keep the bottles on the shelf, other than like run store clerk.
I guess it's unsurprising that Mom would be in a liquor store. It seems like more or less the first place she stops on every vacation, I'm sure.
No, I wanted a bottle of sake, so that's why we were there. And I still have it unopened in my fridge. I've been saving it for a special occasion. And when I bought my house, Adam was like, "Oh, we should open the sake." And I was like, "No."
This is one of our through lines of our podcast here. Yeah. It speaks to how frugal we are. that we don't spend anything,
Yeah.
even if it's sake. So
I mean, even if we already own it, like, it's gonna go bad. It's like a stupid thing at this point. Now I should just open it just because, like, eventually it will be worth nothing and undrinkable.
does sake go
Yeah.
bad if
I don't know,
unopened?
actually.
I mean, wines can last like hundreds of years, but you have to treat them right. Unopened
I mean,
sake does not typically go bad in terms of becoming unsafe to drink, but it does degrade in quality, flavor, and aroma over time. It is best
how
consumed within 1
fast?
year of bottling or 6 months for
Oh.
unpasteurized. So this magic celebration in the future of this amazing event in your life, you're gonna open this nasty ass bottle of sake. It's gonna taste just
This I've had
absolutely
for like
dreadful.
15 years
Which,
already.
by the way,
Like,
I don't think sake tastes that great in the first place.
yeah, I wanted to get something special for myself. So I bought like a $50 bottle of sake, which is not very much money. It wasn't all that much money then either, but yeah, I should just drink it.
I was taken to a restaurant in China, and they have the rice wine, which I think is essentially sake. And the host was like, "Yeah, we'll get you some rice wine. Let's look at the list." And I'm looking at these lists, and I'm doing the math in my head, and we're talking about thousands of dollars bottle. So we ended up buying like a $650 bottle of rice wine. I was like, "That is not the rice
God.
wine for me to try. I need the Boone's Hill version here, where we're just, or, we're gonna tiptoe quietly into the
Yeah.
world of rice wine, because sure enough, I really didn't like it whatsoever."
I mean, yeah, the amount of money that gets spent on booze is just crazy to me. Like, the people that are in that level that'll spend like hundreds on a bottle of booze. I don't know, like,
Right.
not wine. Wine, I guess there's more room because $100 is not crazy for a bottle of wine or champagne.
No.
But I mean, like, liquors.
Yeah.
When I worked at this place called the Gatsby, we had a bottle of cognac that was issued by Napoleon. There were only two in existence, in the US at least.
Jesus Christ.
And one was in Vegas, and we had one. And it was $525 per shot. And I don't know how much the bottle
Right.
would cost,
And
but
it's
like
so
a lot.
much better than
And I'm like, it's still cognac. It's still shitty alcohol to me. I guess lots of people like cognac, but like
Not
I
that
think it's
many.
good. Yeah, I'm like, look at this $8 bottle of vodka. It tastes totally fine to me. That frizz or whatever it's called, freeze.
Yeah, it does to me too. And then you put anything in it, and it's indistinguishable.
Yeah. Right.
That's like buying
So
a
I'm like, why on
$500
earth-
bag of sugar to put in your
Bottle-
cookies. I mean, it tastes the same.
Yeah.
It's the same
I'm like-
chemical. You run it through the distillation process, and all it does is refine it down more and more
Right.
to just pure ethanol. So it's like, okay, this one tastes even more
Right.
like ethanol than the other one. Anyway.
Right. I don't get it. I don't need any fancy process for like my vodka either. I don't think there is a very fancy process besides distillation.
Well, that's not
I
that
guess one
fancy. You could make vodka on the stove. You basically boil potatoes, and you put a thing over the top to catch the steam, and then it drips down into something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to
Yeah.
ferment the potatoes first, put them in a vat for 6 weeks or something.
Yeah.
You know what? I know who
watched
knows. How to make vodka on the stove.
While you're looking that up, I watched a show that was all about crazy ways people died. And anyways, during like Prohibition time, they started trying to figure out how to make other alcohol. And so they'd use wood, but it's like a neurotoxic blend. Like it'll get you drunk, but then one day you'll just die. Like you'll have another shot and that's the end. You've reached threshold and you're just like out.
Yeah.
But people drank it anyways. Like everybody knew this. This was like a well-known, documented thing. After not too long, and they were like, "It's worth it. Fucking, I can't handle this life without booze."
Yeah, like, I gotta have booze. I don't care what the risks are.
Like,
I don't care what it
whatever.
tastes like.
Fucking, I don't care if I am mentally retarded after this. Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, I mean
like,
that's methanol. Methanol is, when they talk about going blind from alcohol, the same thing, right? That's from methanol, not from ethanol, which is the stuff in vodka. But methanol is rubbing alcohol. So you go up to your cabinet and drink the rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I'm sure it'll fuck you up pretty good. You get a good old buzz on, but probably not real healthy, you know?
No.
Okay, we're talking about important stuff, how to make vodka on the stove. Number one, make the mash. Clean and boil 11 pounds of potatoes. Boil for 20 minutes. Mash them thoroughly. Put them in a pot with water. Add some enzymes and some temperature. And then let it cool and ferment for 3 to 5 days. Then we distill it on the stove. We heat it to over 180 to vaporize the ethanol. You collect it in a condenser. and then you run it through a filter, and that's it. Then you can dilute it down so it's not like pure alcohol. You add water, done. So
Huh.
that's how you make vodka.
Yeah.
It is not,
Yeah.
all these alcohols, none of them are hard processes because, I mean, they've been doing them since the caveman days, basically.
Right. Right. Yeah, that was like one of the first things we sorted out was how to make booze. Like,
I'm not,
like
this
human
is, I'm
species.
almost
Like, we
positive.
learned how to farm, and then as soon as we figured
Yeah.
out farming, we're like, let's fucking make this into alcohol.
I mean, priorities here, people. I doubt it even lasted to farming. I mean, alcohol probably predates farming because I imagine we just drank pools of water that like some hay or some shit had been in, and it had fermented
Yeah.
for 5 days, and people are like, "Oh, you got to try
Yeah.
the moon juice water over in that cistern," and you're like, oh, "All right." I've for sure heard
Choices.
about the people drinking the cough syrup and the
Yeah.
worst
Well, that's
alcohol
pretty
I ever-
popular.
Yeah, super right.
I
That's
mean, they
bad
call
enough
it
'cause you're
scissor,
like-
right? Like, this is like rappers sometimes sing about this, or used to in the 90s. They'd have like a big cup that they'd put in like Robitussin up to here and then Sprite up to the rest of the way and then
Ugh.
just drink that. Yeah.
It's not for me.
Scissor.
Scissor.
Yeah, it super reminded me of making hooch, which you probably don't know about hooch. You do?
I know
You know
of
about
it.
hooch?
I know of it.
Yeah. I've got some brewing in my toilet here because I'm pretending I'm in prison. But yeah, it's a jailhouse alcohol. They brew it in their toilets. Like, they just collect all the old fruit and stuff and put it in a bag and let it ferment and whatever. I don't know. I don't understand it, like, how we cross over from, like, spoilage into alcohol exactly. Because, like, I've been around rotten oranges and I'm like, this is not something I'm like, I'm going to save this and I'm going to maybe drink it in a little while. You know?
Once again, desperation. This almost defies credulity, but I've heard stories where someone will sneak a Chipotle burrito into the prison and then they will fish the burrito to other guys in the prison through the toilets. And I'm like, I don't know. Are they pulling our leg, like making this stuff up?
I've heard of, like, at jails, right? So there'll be segregated genders, but all of them in the same facility, right? So men and women, men on this side, women on that side. And, like, if you empty out your toilet, then you can talk as if on the phone to, like, the other side. And so, like, people get in relationships, like, he's over there in jail and I'm over here and I'm like, Robert. And he's like, hey, baby, what's up? You know,
tell that bitch
like,
to shut up.
It's like a little chat room because, like, everybody's in there and they're just like, hey, I'm trying to talk to Monica right now. Anybody know where Monica is or whatever? Like,
and he ain't no good for you.
Can't stop love, I guess.
She said, shove it. That bitch never puts out, man.
Monica. Well, Monica was just talking to Detarius the other day.
Detarius, is this a Roman prison we're at? Is Phoebe and Cleopatra there, and Detarius Romulus? Remus?
Yeah, Mark Antony's on the other side.
You wouldn't believe what happened in those prisons.
Yeah.
I was going to circle back on something we talked about a couple episodes ago, which was the enrollment at various schools, and in particular Texas A&M, because it took me as quite a surprise that they were the number one enrolling school. So I went to the Wikipedia article that you referenced, and I'm going to share it now because back 29-010, Texas A&M was 7th on the list with 48,000 students, which is in the vicinity of where I thought their enrollment was. I would have probably said 40, 45, because that's kind of what it is when I went there. Well, then the next year is 49. Then the next year, almost 50. Then the next year, over 50. Then the next year, 52. Then the next year, 58 and a half. Then the next year, 60. Then the next year, 65. Then the next year, 66 and a half. Then the next year, 66 and 0.7. Next year, 71. Next year, 73. Now we're on top. Almost 75 and 77. And then 79 in this last year. So the enrollment has nearly doubled in 15 years.
Woo. I thought it was crazy. I was shocked to hear that.
I mean, they must have been on a building campaign like you couldn't believe, and just enrolling like banana. I mean, I just can't imagine the changes you have to put into a school, which is already a mega school at 58,000, to get it up to
Right.
79,000. That's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. How many were there when you were there? Like
About 40 or
40-ish,
45. I
right?
don't
Some
remember
40 to
exactly.
50. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Well, I
yeah.
will say this. I know Scott Galloway. I listen to him sometimes. I'm kind of tired of him. So sorry, Scott, if you're listening, but I'm kind of tired of your podcast. But he
You
talks.
got one fan less today. I've
Yeah,
crossed over.
Scott Galloway is done with our podcast forever. But because I'm a little tired of it. Because he's like omnipresent. He has like 5 different versions. You know, he has the Scott Galloway
Right.
talks about politics. Scott Galloway talks about finance. And he's just like a smart dude, but I guess he feels like he's smart in every category.
That happens sometimes with dudes.
Really? Well, let me explain it to you, Kalyn. I'll mansplain it to you. You see, I don't know who I can think of who thinks he's just really smart in like lots and lots of categories. Like so smart, you're like gonna put on a podcast about it. I don't know. But one of his points, his view is basically these schools should be growing and increasing their enrollment with the population instead of becoming what he calls a luxury good, where it used to be Berkeley's acceptance rate was like 40%. Now it's 7% or something, right? And it's all because
Right.
populations have gone up tons and all these international students, but the number of seats at the university has not gone up. So
Well, also, like, I don't know. Whenever Berkeley's acceptance rate was 40%, I have no idea when he's talking about that. But there was a long period of time that it was not very common for people to go to college. Like, many people didn't go to college. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think we're living in the same world as like when mom and dad went to school. Like, I don't think that many people went to college.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yeah. Also, what was the population of the United States in
1970?
1970, 200 million. What is it today?
And now it's 300 million, right? Or
At
something
least
like that.
342 million. So it's almost doubled. You know, it's like 75% higher.
By the way, I was talking to Corwin the other day, and I was like, I mean, I don't know how many Americans there are. Like, a couple billion? Like 5 billion? Is that right? And he was like, what? He was like, no, there are not several billion Americans. And I was like, I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, there's something like 7 or 8 billion people on the planet. 5 of the 8 are not in the United States. So.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't have guessed 8 billion for the world either. I would have been like, I don't know, a trillion? Like, a lot.
These numbers are way... These are all equally hard for the human brain to imagine, right? Who the hell knows what 8 billion is or a trillion?
Yeah, a trillion is very hard for me to wrap my head around. Like, the time scale thing is the best, you know, where you say if 1 million seconds ago was like last week, like 9 days or something. 1 billion seconds ago was like 27 years, and 1 trillion seconds ago was like when the dinosaurs were around. Like, it's 27,000 years. Like, that makes it like, you're like, oh, holy shit, that's way, way, way bigger.
Way back.
Yeah, it's such a big number. Like, big number.
You can easily fit $1 million in a mattress. $1 billion takes a tanker ship, and $1 trillion, you know, is the size of Greenland or something.
Is that right?
I don't know. I made that up, but
like, yeah, no, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely fit $1 million in a mattress.
Yeah, easy. I've done it many times myself, you know.
I've got $1 million in my mattress right now.
You got $1 million. You're like, why not? Why wouldn't you do it?
There's nothing better to sleep on than like hard as rock stacks of cash.
This is the Scrooge McDuck preferred sleeping arrangement.
Like,
I just want to sleep in my money.
Right, yeah. Or it's like what's the Demi Moore movie where they make her offer $1 million to like
indecent
whatever.
Proposal.
She rolls around on
indecent proposal.
I was gonna say,
who would want to roll around in dirty money anyhow? But yeah, I guess
money is so filthy. There's like no clean money. I saw something that was like 90% of our money has trace amount of cocaine on it.
I don't doubt it for a moment. Have you
Yeah.
seen Demi Moore lately? She barely looks human anymore. It's
No.
just she's in Landman.
Have you seen what's her name? The girl that went out with Tommy Lee.
Pamela
Pamela
Anderson?
Anderson. Have you seen Pamela Anderson?
I have
Yeah.
not.
Look up a recent picture of Pamela Anderson. Share with the people.
Oh, well, Pamela Anderson, to me, I have seen these pictures, but Pamela Anderson to me looks like she has aged. Demi Moore looks like she is fighting the aging process, and these aren't even bad. There, like this.
I mean, her cheekbones are severe. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so Demi Moore from, let's say, Ghost. I mean, look, there's no cheekbone here. And if there was, it certainly wouldn't cut all the way down to her mouth or whatever.
Yeah, it does look really weird. Yeah.
But she's like famous for saying she's had no work done. So I'm like,
well, that's a lie. That's like my biggest problem with these celebrities. I don't think there's anything wrong with having had work done at all. But let's just be candid about it. You know, we're not fooling anybody at this point. Like, you know, like all the celebrities in Hollywood, all of them probably have had some work done. Even if you're just talking about injectables or whatever. Yeah. Like you don't stay fresh-faced looking and full and all. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We have these medical miracles. Like, why don't we all lean into it? Everybody's like, yeah, I'm on fucking semaglutide right now or tirzepatide. No shame.
Yeah.
Do it.
But there's definitely a lot of these categories for work where I'm like, does this really look better than just aging, you know? Does Demi Moore really look better than she would if she just allowed herself to get older or whatever? You're right. A little Botox, a little injectable, all that sort of helps a little and can be fine, but I don't know.
To me, looks like she's had so there's buccal fat pads right here, and if you have those taken out, then you look really gaunt. Everyone does. And it makes you have really strong cheekbones, but it makes you look like sunken in. It was very on trend for a while there, and I was like, this is not a good idea.
This is horrid.
It's like, you don't want to look like it makes everything goes down, and like, it's not a good look. But it makes you look really, like, your cheekbones look strong. Yeah. I don't know. So I've never heard men be like, man, that girl's got the fattest fucking cheekbones. I love that shit.
Freaking love those fat ass cheekbones.
Yeah, damn. Look at those cheekbones. Like, you could cut something on that. Dang. Like,
I do like a strong cheekbone, but what is the name of this service? Let me look up some pictures here.
Buccal, I think, Buccal.
Yeah.
Buccal Fat Pad Removal. Right. Yeah, Buccal. If I suck mine into my mouth, like, you can get an idea of what it makes happen, you know?
Yeah. That kind of looks maybe like what Demi Moore did. I don't know.
I mean, I think she's probably done a number of things, to be honest, but I think that's one of them. Like,
who it really reminds me of is Michael Jackson, because he had some work done. I don't know if you're familiar.
That's allegedly.
I'm on to you, Jackson. You.
He's turning over in his grave right now, thinking about, they're gonna sort it out that I had some plastic surgery.
And by the way, does he just totally get a free pass on being a pedophile just because we like Man in the Mirror? I mean, like,
I mean, he's dead, so it's like,
right? So he gets a free pass on whatever.
Like, okay, so do we take it out on the artist for their crime or whatever? Like, I'm ready to forgive fucking Kevin Spacey, but I think I'm the only one. Like, I'm like, he was a great actor. Let's bring him back. But like, nobody else is on board with this, you know? Like,
yeah, I tend to lean that way.
I mean, he's sketchy for sure. Like, I don't like him. I wouldn't have my children around him or allow other children around him or anything like that. But like, fucking
And listen, Jeffrey Epstein threw a great party. I mean, a great party. Can't we let the guy? Can't we enjoy the party?
Leave him alone. Rest in peace, fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Like, rest in peace, motherfucker. God.
There's a lot of celebrities on the Epstein list, but I'm like, of course, you would go to an Epstein party if you were invited. I promise you. I promise, right? And then you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. These girls look like they're not post-pubescent. I think this might be my last Epstein party, but
yeah. I've been like very checked into the Epstein stuff. Like the
I know it's the
Economist has some,
best.
like very true for sure, but like I don't think they should get a pass either. Like
Yeah.
we're not willing to give Kevin Spacey
Oh.
a pass, but we'll give this fucking Harvard professor a pass.
I'm
Come
not
on.
giving anybody a
That's not fair.
pass. You're the one giving the dead guys a pass. I didn't say to let Jeffrey Epstein off the hook. I really
Well,
think
what are
we
we
should
gonna do?
question Jeffrey Epstein's reputation. I don't think he was a good guy, the way people
Yeah.
make him out to be.
I mean,
Michael Jackson, also not that good.
I'm not sure I'm gonna jump to these conclusions.
You know, if they ever create a Jeffrey Epstein experience in Las Vegas, the way they've created a Michael Jackson experience, I'm
not
skipping it.
sending my kids.
I'm not going. And you're like, oh, I might try it, but
Yeah,
I'm not bringing my kids. All
Kiara,
right.
I got you a present for your birthday.
I want to say one more thing about celebrities before we move on to more important matters. Because this is another running gag in our show, we know that that Dawson of Dawson's Creek died not so long ago. Overbeek.
I do know that.
What's his name? Overbeek.
Yeah,
so,
James.
So I think we should have a moment of bad hair for James Overbeek of Dawson hair. Love you, man.
Yeah.
And
colon cancer.
I mean, that cancer is rough,
Yeah,
man.
and actually, if you catch it early, it's like one of the best cancers, which is a weird thing to say, but like, if you have stage 1 or stage 2 colorectal cancer, it's likely you're going to have a surgery and you're going to be done.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have any additional chemo or radiation or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Andrea's friend Huang was visiting as part of her birthday celebration, and she's a cancer survivor. I don't remember exactly which one, but I remember part of the story being like, well, I got skin cancer, but it was the good cancer. And we're all like, you got the good cancer! Yay! Anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate that term, good cancer. And we're like, good cancer! All right, I need an animal fun fact. I don't think the Vanderbeek thing was fun enough. I mean, as fun as it is to talk about colon cancer.
It was kind of fun. So today I thought I would tell you about armadillos.
Hell yeah, you would.
Which are a very fun animal. I don't know why I like always just assume that there's only one. Like, I didn't realize there's 20 varieties of armadillos, which I didn't. For some reason, I thought there was like armadillos, just the one, which is dumb. Anyway, so they're the only mammal with a shell, right? And the 3-banded armadillo can roll up into a ball, but they're the only ones that can do that. So if an armadillo came up to a stream and had to get across a stream, it would have 2 options of how to do this. One option would be that it could inhale a bunch of air that it holds in like its intestines and stuff. And then it would just float along the river.
Fart into its own
or
mouth.
Or it could just hold its breath, which it can easily do for 6+ minutes, and then walk across the bottom of the river, which is kind of fun.
Kind of fun.
Like, cool.
What do you do for fun? Oh, I walk along the bottom of rivers with my
maybe they're
this
hanging
air
out with
I held in my
catfish,
intestines. It smells like farts, but it's like,
but whatever. Like,
hey, it beats walking on dry land. I'll tell you that. Jesus.
You got to figure out a way to get across a river, like, so what are you going to do? So when it comes to their reproduction, this is really interesting. So at least with the 9-banded armadillo, and I'm not sure about all of them, once they do the deed, it takes some months, whatever, for them to have babies. But they can also just like put that on hold. Like, they can get pregnant, but then be like, we're not going to make any forward motion for the next 2 years. And like
hold it in stasis. Huh?
Yeah. Like, a lot of animals do this apparently, where they just hold on to like the sperm or whatever. The female like just gets inseminated and then just chills until it's good conditions. But when they do have the babies, they always have identical quadruplets. Yeah.
Wow. These are fun facts.
Fun facts. Yeah. Also, it's a state animal of Texas, of course. So, yeah.
Yes, it is. When you said you didn't know there was more than one type of armadillo, I was thinking, I was coming up with that racist joke. They all look the same. But that is not.
Yeah. It's kind of funny with armadillos. I mean, I don't know if I'd be like, oh my God, that's a 9-banded armadillo or a 3-banded armadillo.
Who are you talking about, 9-banded armadillo? I'm a 3-banded armadillo.
I'm not. What the fuck? What the fuck? How could you look at me roll up into a ball? I roll into a ball. Nobody else does that shit. I am fucking inventive.
This is 2026. We accept. You can't say that. They're not banded. They're not dust dwellers.
I identify as a 3.
I identify as a 3 banded. Wait a minute, I'm counting the bands. You have 5 bands. Listen, I get to be any band that I want.
What matters is my own perception of how many bands I have, and I feel I have 3.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I mean, you look at an armadillo, they're a little uptight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I saw figure skating couples. There was more than one that were in the Olympics that were brother and sister, and so next time I hang out with you and we go to an ice skating rink, like, I expect to be thrown around. We should see how we do. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Robert totally slacking on the job.
Next time we're ice skating together, Kalyn and I will throw you around. Can I remember the last time I went to an ice skating rink with you? I don't think I can.
I don't know if we've ever been ice skating together.
I will say, how weird must it be to be in the Olympics as a figure skater with your sibling, your brother or sister?
They do a lot of, like, close face stuff, you know? Like, they're kind of acting like they're dancing and they're, like, in love. Like, usually it's a pretty common storyline, and I feel like I'd be real weirded out by being, like, with you, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, and
like, you have to, like, grab all over, like...
Yeah. Well, and you also have to be maniacal to make it to the Olympics. You have to be crazy, like, committed to this thing, right? You've got to have, like, the Jackson dad or something who's just, like, beating you or something if you don't figure skate, right?
Yeah.
Like,
100%. Yeah. I bet the parents were figure skaters.
But Dad, I don't want to go figure skating with Sally today. You're going to figure skate.
I want to play football.
Yeah, I want to play football.
Right?
Listen, son, I'm going to beat the straight out of you, okay? I'm going to beat the straight out of you. You will be a figure skater.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you want to go roll around on the ground with other men, but that's somehow the straight option here.
Yeah. Listen, do not make me send you back to Epstein Island, son, all right?
Yeah.
All right, with that, let's do a very quick portfolio check. Really don't have much idea what's going on in the portfolio, except I want to share one brutal fact, and that is this. Justin Tariff portfolio.
I thought we were deleting this.
Well, no, because not while it's going down, Kalyn. It's down to 13%.
Oh.
It's fallen behind the baseline. It is just a wreck. By the way, the past portfolio, well into negative digits, well into it.
Wow. We're good at this, Robert.
We're crushing them all. I'm not sure why we're crushing them all because, like I said, I haven't really looked at it. I'll click through.
Because we got my genius involved.
It's our genius. We are experts. We know when to sell Bitcoin.
Yeah. It's got to be Wayfair that's not doing well for Justin's portfolio.
100% Wayfair came crashing down to earth. That's the part with him. For us, I think it's the same old story. You know, Fannie Mae, Cameco is over double now. The uranium miner.
Hey,
so yay us!
I own that too.
Good investment.
That's
Alcoa has almost doubled. Freaking love Alcoa.
Fuck yeah, it has.
Almost up 3% today, and almost doubled since we bought it.
It's like the best stock.
Genius.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Silver up 20%.
What's going on with Tesla?
That's a wild ride. Tesla. Do we own Tesla? Oh, no, we shorted Tesla.
No, we have against. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're a little underwater. I was just talking about Tesla the other day and investing. I'm like, how is it possible this company still holds this ridiculous value that it has? I don't know. It should not in any way be worth this much.
I had a dream the other night, and weirdly, it was like the best dream I've had in a while. I woke up, and I felt like I was in a cartoon where, like, birds are going to come see it. You know, I'm like, I'm like brushing my teeth, laughing at the stuff in my dream. But anyway, the dream involved me getting a new car, and what I got is an old Tesla, a used Tesla. And I was like, there were parts falling off that I was super gluing back in place, but I was, like, really into it anyways. And, like, I don't know. Woke up, and I was like, I'm so happy. I can't remember a day that I woke up as happy as this. I really I felt like I'm brushing my teeth like, oh, I thought about some joke that I told in the dream that didn't make any sense at all, but I still made me laugh. Like, oh, it's so funny. Life's so grand. Like,
the birds were chirping and the mice were singing it.
Yeah, seriously, like, I know I'm gonna have a ball gown made soon from farm animals, but
Tesla can do that to
Yeah.
people. Yeah, there's nothing that brings joy like an old Tesla.
Shitty, and even in the dream, the Tesla still was shitty. Like, it was falling apart, but I was just so happy. Like, yeah. So anyway,
right.
what about IPOs?
You know what?
Oh.
Let's save it for next episode. Let's wrap this one up. I don't
Okay.
think we can top a
Yeah.
shitty Tesla Disney princess dream. So that's the pinnacle
Agreed.
right there. So what do you say we cue the music?
Yep.
That's right. You've been listening to Robert and Kalyn Get Rich from the resort in Arizona and from presumably Houston, Texas. Like and subscribe. Send us an email, robertandkaylyngetrich@gmail.com. Leave us 5 stars. Give us a thumbs up. Write a comment in the comment section. Do all this work. Do it. One thing you should never do, however, is
take this for financial or investment advice. That's
hard to imagine what we even said that you would invest in.
But
I know.
You should short Tesla because I had a dream that the Tesla that I got was falling apart. Therefore, short that shit.
Listen, if someone comes to you and wants you to invest in the Jeffrey Epstein experience in Las Vegas, pass. Hard pass, okay? I'm telling you, not a good investment.
Indeed. Yeah.
That's our can't lose investment of the week.
That's true. Yeah, don't invest in that.
All right. With that, Kalyn, we'll see you later.
Bye.